Oh my god, Reprisal isn't a good fucking movie. Jesus. It's a generic. Shit. It's a generic action movie, as per usual. But let's start off with the good things about this movie. Joseph Gordon-Levitt or whatever, he plays the super cop in the movie, and he's really good at it. You get the feel of who he is and why he's helping out in the story and stuff like that. And he's a really good actor, so that's good. It's good. The superpowers in this movie and the special effects are fine. The superpowers don't really make a lot of sense to me, but we'll get into that later. But it's cool to see action sequences because I don't really pay attention to a scene unless there's action because I'm a dummy. So I'm gonna take you on the journey of this movie. We're gonna watch it, and I'm gonna pause a couple of times to explain how I felt whenever I was watching it and I didn't see the ending. So take me as you will. And let's get into it. I'm just not gonna use any clips from it, or even images, because I don't want to get copyrighted. Oh my god! So there's a ship at night, right? And it has like the pills on it, right? And there's the fucking camera lingers on a woman, so you know that she's the boss who created the pills or whatever. I'm not saying that's bad or anything. Oh yeah, I guess the other thing is there's nothing but generic music in the background. I mean, but nothing too bad as of yet. There's nothing too bad happening. Then you see the stuff being shipped out onto trucks, and the trucks to town, and then there's like a crime lord, drug lord dude coming out of the truck, saying the most cliche shit ever. But that's to be expected. It's the first part of the movie. This is another one of the bosses that the hero is gonna have to kill. So of course he's gonna say the most cliche dialogue fucking ever. God. And then one of the drug dealer dudes goes like, "Oh, what's in it?" And he keeps on asking questions and whatever. And then he says, "Oh, well, it's just power." And then it fucking shows the title of the movie. And already, I can already tell what the movie's gonna be about. Especially since Jamie Foxx is in it, I'm gonna be like, oh, obviously Jamie Foxx's son or daughter or wife is tooken, and obviously he has to go and get him back. Now, just to clarify, I watched Chris Stuckman's review of it because, I respect Chris Stuckman. I subscribe to him. I watched his, couple-minute video of it, and, I totally agree with him because I knew what this movie was going to be exactly about. What's the weirdest thing? I just came across Project Power out of nowhere. I didn't even watch a trailer. I just came across one of, Stuckman's videos. I was just browsing YouTube, and I was like, oh, well, this movie probably sucks. And I'm a reviewer. I can review stuff too. Okay, so immediately after the fucking title screen is done, we're then introduced to the little black girl character who's also silently rapping while she's looking at a goddamn pill. So obviously I was like, oh, she's gonna be a rapper throughout the entire movie. That isn't a bad thing, the saying is if you have a gun in the first act, if you have a vaporized gun, in the last act of the movie, you should establish it in the first act. So we established that the kid can rap, so whatever. It's not a bad thing, but it actually looks like the girl's about to take the pill until she hears a dude saying bird. Now, I don't know if someone's name, I don't know if their friend's name was Bird, or I don't know if someone, there's these two dudes walking down the street, and one of them was just yelling out Bird. I'm like, is someone's name Bird? Is that a name that people can have, Bird? That sounds retarded. If I was ever named Bird, I'd fucking kill myself. Bird. Bird. This is stupid. But anyway, so it actually looks like she's about to mug the two of them. She's like, hey, bruh, stop. She acts like she has a gun. The other dude's like, bruh, you ain't got no gun. And then she's like, then they start talking about, the pills. They start talking about the pills. I think she asked for 500. Oh yeah, I guess that's the other thing. That speed up thing on YouTube? The way to speed up videos? That's usually what I do with movies. Because I want to get a review done pretty fast, like Game of Thrones. I was like, I don't want to sit here forever, so I speed up everything that I watch nowadays. You know, I usually have to turn on captions because I can hardly hear what they're saying. But I think she asked for like 500. So then like these other dudes come in, start taking the pills. Well, no, like they're about to take the pills. Well, I think like they were just gonna take them, not use them. You know, just stealing her shit, and then. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, people. Wait, did I say Levitt? What the fuck is wrong with it? But the point is, he comes in and he saves the day, and he describes the pill pretty well. It's actually cool how he describes it. He's like, bruh, if you take that pill, you're probably gonna die, or your fucking eyeballs are gonna melt or some shit. You don't want to take that pill, bruh. You don't want to take that pill. Anyway, like, the dudes run off, and he saves the girl, and then you realize that he knows the girl. To be honest, I was like, is he even a cop? Or is he just, like, a cool dude? Like, he basically, and he uses the pills, too. And, like, she asks him, like, dude, you a customer? Or, you know, are you, like, a cop? And he's like, I'm just trying to level the playing field, and, you know, I guess that makes sense. And then he had like a bike. Like whenever he came into the scene to save the girl, he was on a bike. After they go off, he's like, I got you this bike for like your birthday. And she's like, my birthday was a month ago. I didn't laugh at anything or anything like that, but I did understand like their characters and stuff. It wasn't boring. It was a good start. Like leave it at that. It wasn't perfect or anything, but it was definitely a good start to the movie, I guess, sort of. Anyway, so they get on the bike and then the most horrible thing happens. You know fucking the Scatman song, you know, the greatest song of all time, the dude who could never stutter. There's like this dumbass motherfucking song. He's like, we got a lot of dope. We got a lot of coke. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. I fucking hate rap these days. I fucking hate it. It's always about we got the track in the pussy in the back. And I'm like, what the fuck? I fucking hate rap these days. They fucking ruined the Scatman song. How could they do that? How could they do that? The skibbity beep bop. Okay, I just need to calm down. It's just, I mean, like, I love the Scatman, and I hate this song, because all I hear is, got we did about a boat, skibbity bop by the boat. It fucking sucks. I fucking hate that song. I need to calm down. So you see, Jamie Foxx, you know, he's in his, you know, truck or whatever, his car, and he's, you know, driving. Oh yeah, I was about to say the girl went home. I still can't get over that horrible Scatman fucking. What's that, like, what do you call that? Remix, redo, whatever. It was just so horrible. Anyway, see him in his car listening to like reports of like other weird shit going on, you know, other people's superpowers. Anyway, he has like a note with like the name Newt on it, and Newt is like he's the dude from the beginning, the dude who was asking all the questions, and the dude who, you know, got some of the, you know, the pills, the pills. He's the one who got some of the pills. Anyway, so like Jamie Foxx, you know, walks up to Newt's door, and, you know, like he knocks on it. Newt opens it up. He's like, bro, put your hands up. You know, I got a gun and stuff. Put your hands up. And then, you know, Jamie Foxx was like, oh, what, put the box out, or it's supposed to be a joke. It's not funny. It's not horrible. This isn't what ruins the movie. But, you know, like, I'm just saying that, you know, in my opinion, it wasn't fucking funny. But you know that, you know, they were like, that was so good. So funny, bros, right? he asked, do you want me to put the box down? Or look, whatever. Anyway, like, the weirdest thing happens. Like freaking, Jamie says, just go and call your boss or whatever. He'll verify that it's me. So the dude goes and says, you just wait here. I'll go and call him. And I'm like, why didn't he shut the door? You're just going to leave it open? The dude could totally get in, and he totally does. Like, his door has, like, the like, this type of lock. Wait, no, it's different, but I'm not going to wait forever to find it. Because I don't know what it's called, but yeah, I know that sounds retarded. It's a door lock latch thing. Look, it doesn't matter. Jamie Foxx awesomely unlocks the door, but I'm like, if the dude just would have shut the door, then then Jamie Foxx couldn't have got in. So like Jamie Foxx, he's like inside of his room, And like he fucking opens he opens up like a tarp, and then I see a crocodile, and I start cracking the fuck up. Like my fucking humor is so low that I laughed at a fucking crocodile in a room. It was just sitting in there, like, or was it an alligator? What? Who cares? I just wait. Why am I talking about this? Anyway, so Jamie Foxx tries to shoot the dude, like he tries to shoot him. Well, like, he didn't start to try to shoot him. He just wanted information. He wanted to ask him questions, and the other dude was being difficult, tried to get a gun, tried to run away. I guess I don't understand how he didn't shoot the fuck out of Newt. I mean, I guess that he doesn't want to kill him, but, like, still, like, he shot at his back, I think. Like, there was, like, this narrow hallway, right? And, like, Jamie Foxx he shot him, right? Look, anyway, like, the fucking dude. So Newt takes one of the pills, right? Takes one of the pills while, fucking Jamie Foxx is going, dude, I just want information, bah. I just want information. And then Newt turns into fire person boy. He turns into flames. He tries to run at Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx is like, nope. And like, nope. He's like, so like Jamie Foxx shoots him with a shotgun. I was like, oh, so he's dead, right? But like the fire dude gets back up, and I'm like, I mean, I don't understand, like, I don't know a lot about shotgun shells, because, like, I heard that they don't work like regular bullets, but, the shock, like, getting shot point blank by a goddamn shotgun, it's gonna have some motherfucking devastating effects. Then again, from what I've seen, it's not like a video game. You don't get completely splattered. I guess maybe it matters what type of shotgun you're using or something. But still, I mean, he should have gotten hurt, right? I mean, unless he has more than one power. But again, I don't know how it, acts. But another thing is his fire isn't blue or anything. So he can't be that hot, he can't be that hot. So there's no way that, like, he melted the bullets. Because, yeah, like, he got, like, after he got shot, he got flown back. So, yeah, he got shot. So I'm like, dude, you're dead. So, like, Jamie Foxx has to get the fuck out of there. So he starts to run away, and then he almost falls and dies. So I'm like, okay. So, let's just say that you're watching this, and you don't know who Jamie Foxx is, and you don't know that the stupid movie is just going to be him about his stupid daughter or whatever. Let's say that you think, oh, Jamie Foxx, he's like an undercover spy. He's a part of a secret organization who's going to stop these pills. And I really don't care what you say. Like, of course there would be a secret organization. Or the FBI, CIA, or fucking Area 51. Who gives a shit? They'd be all over this super pill shit. And they'd be wanting to shut it down. So obviously, if you see this and he's wearing, the cool shades and shit, you're like, oh, this is obviously an awesome, cool spy guy. And he's not even going to know what place he's going into. He's not going to know, oh, there's like a ledge on the outside. Maybe I shouldn't go over there. He's not going to, like, survey the house. Well, the fucking slums. The entire place that he's in, it's like garbage. It's made of garbage. But anyway, I'm like, it's just stupid to see him just run out there. I'm like, what? Did he not survey the area? I mean, like, I already know that he isn't a part of an organization since I watched, Chris Stuckman's video. But mind you, you wouldn't know that, Like, only if you don't know who fucking Jamie Foxx is and his stereotypical way of fucking being in movies. He's always going after a stupid daughter or son or some shit. God. But then you see Newt, like, stop being on fire. So now you see that the powers don't last forever. They only last for a certain amount of time. Anyway, then finally, because, Jamie Foxx is totally big-brained, he finally realizes that Fireboy's weakness is, you fucking guessed it, water. It's water. I mean, like, that's no doubt. So anyway, Jamie Foxx is going, well, who the fuck sold the shit? Or, who do you work for? Well, fuck, whatever. The dude's like, I ain't gonna tell you. So then Toby Fox, keeps on punching him in the water, drowning him. He's like, it's Biggie, bro. It's Biggie. I'm like, oh my God, of course it's Biggie. It couldn't be anything else. Couldn't be like, I don't know, like you take the name Cobra and then you use a different language for it, like Spanish or Chinese, and be like, or like, I don't know, like a name like Victius or something. Just a different name that isn't so fucking overused. Biggie. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, so, like, the dude is, like, about to fucking explode. So, Jamie Foxx has to get the fuck out of there. So after, fucking Newt explodes, fucking Jamie Foxx gets knocked out, right? And then we have the fucking worst scene in the movie. So, like, he's knocked out, right? So, like, he's having a dream. Like, Jamie Foxx remembers the car crash that he had, and his daughter got stolen. I'm like, oh my god. So, as soon as I saw that, I was like, yep, you know. Well, if you saw it, and then you were like, oh my god, this movie fucking sucks, then, you know, good job. Because you know that this is just a cliche. It's just way too cliche. This is why I said that I like, you know, Joseph Gordon-Levitt better. Because he's just a super cop, you know. He's just out there being like, this is my city, bro. I ain't gonna let no fucking super pilled, junkie, drug dealing motherfuckers destroy my city. I'm gonna fight for it because I am super cop. The fucking, it's all the time with fucking Jamie Foxx. He's always gotta save his children, his wife. It's always someone stole my child. Someone stole my child. I'm doing this for my child, not for any selfish reasons. And I can't just be a hero like the super cop. No. It's always gotta be, this is for my daughter, bitch. So then we go back to the girl from the start. Her name is Robin. You know, the black chick, the black girl with the dreads or whatever. I mean, wait, it's not called dreads, right? It's something else. It's like, can't even remember because I'm retarded. Anyway, you get to see that she's like late for school, and you also see that her mom because her mom is ill, obviously, because, you know, it's not stereotypical or anything for, you know, one of the main cast of characters to have an ailment. You know, they have to be ill, they have to have asthma or some shit. You know, let's just get into it. So then you see Jamie Foxx, you know, patch himself up. Well, I mean, you also see Robin go to school. Well, go on the motorcycle. She's obviously going to school. Anyway, you see Jamie Foxx patch himself up. He's at like a gas station, and then he sees, you know, mommy with her baby, and the baby's like, you know, like she's sad. So then he makes up a funny face for it, and then, you know, the baby starts smiling. That was cute, but in the end, I'm still like, of course he had to do that, because yo, his daughter got stolen. Now, you know, like me, I don't need to have a kid to want to, you know, make a baby smile. Of course, you know, like that's just an inherent trait. But of course, everyone watching this could be like, you know, it's because he has a baby. That's why he's making the baby smile. You know, anyone can do that. Like the super cop, you know, Joseph Gordon-Levitt would have done that. Joseph would have made the fucking baby smile and shit. I'm just like, you know, Jamie Foxx doesn't always need to have his child stolen in order for the plot to progress, you know? I'm just tired of this shit. It's so fucking stupid. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention that Jamie Foxx took the dude's son. I mean, son. He took his fucking... I mean, that's all I think about whenever I think about Jamie Foxx. Oh no, someone's daughter's stolen or some shit. But anyway, Jamie Foxx took Newt's phone. You know, whenever Newt was saying, oh, I'm gonna go on the call. So whenever, you know, Jamie Foxx came into his room, you know, he took one of his phones after, you know, he was shooting at Newt. Anyway, he's texting, and also Robin is texting back to him. So, you know, obviously now you know also that Robin, you know, drug deals, you know, with the pills. Wait, you already knew that. God, I think I have short-term memory loss or something. Anyway, so like she's in class and she's, you know, texting in class and they're talking about pregnancy. You know, and I was like, oh my god, of course this is going to be incorporated into the story because of like, this is about superpowers. And I mean, you can just read comics nowadays, you know, obviously, whenever you have super kids, they'll have traits passed down. And I was like, oh, obviously this pregnancy shit is going to be inside the story. Now, this is the type of thing where it isn't good foreshadowing. It isn't like good foretelling of the story. Like whenever she started rapping at the beginning, you know, that's pretty good. You know, it's not like that was annoying or anything. You know, she rapped and I was like, oh, so she's a good rapper or whatever. But whenever you're blatantly saying, oh, pregnancy and the DNA stuff gets passed down, I'm like, no, like, come on. We could have figured that out on our own. We're not fucking retarded. You don't need to foreshadow it. Like, come on, you're shoving it down our throats. We're not idiots. Anyway, they're in school and stuff. So, like, the pregnancy teacher, because I don't even know what the fuck he's teaching, like, legit. So I'm just going to call him the pregnancy teacher. Anyway, the pregnancy teacher is like, bitch, will you get off your phone and pay attention? You have a D in my class, and if you don't have a plan, like, tell me what your plan is, bitch. And you know what? I love this, because I had a math teacher, right? Fuck, I can't remember his name, because... Anyway, I'm horrible at math, but I love this teacher. He had a temper, and he wouldn't hesitate to fucking yell in your motherfucking face and say, get the fuck out of my classroom, take your phone right out of your hands. He was the best teacher. You know why? Because that's what teachers need to be like. they ain't gonna hit you. No, of course they ain't gonna do that. But they are definitely gonna be like, listen or get the fuck out of my classroom. I'm like, I'm a cool little kid, you know? Like, I'm retarded, so I usually got like, I either got a D or a C in his class most of the time, because I am bad at math. I am not good at math, like, at all. And most of the time I would just sleep in there, because whenever I get really bored, I'll fall asleep. I mean, that's normal. You know, you're bored, you just fall asleep. That's normal. But, you know, I worked with it. I worked with him, and, you know, I at least got to be in the class. And, like, he would always say, put in just a little bit of effort, and I'll be lenient on you. Just put in the effort. And that's what I loved about him, dude. He cared about us. He wanted us to have a future. But if you ain't gonna fucking try, just gonna sit there and be on your phone all day, motherfucking talking to your dumbass friends. There was these two fucking dumb bimbos in the class who would constantly talk at their table. I just wanted to go over there and be like, bitch, shut the fuck up. But you know what? The teacher did it for me. The teacher always did it for me. It was the greatest feeling to know that, you know, a teacher wasn't just some motherfucking pushover and would be like, bitch, shut up. I'm trying to teach. Anyway, so he's like, what, like, do you have a plan? And, you know, one of her friends said, oh, she raps. And I was like, oh my God. And I already knew that she could do it, sure. But I'm like, you know, you can say rhymes and shit, but like, it takes a lot of work to be really good. Then again, I'm sort of wrong. There are so many horrible rap songs nowadays created by so many people. Like, they just come up with the most retarded name. Like fucking, sent two-piece, skiffle. I'm sent two-piece skiffle, and this is my rap. It's, pussy, marijuana, and it's just retarded. I guess what I'm trying to say is that, you know, rapping's cool and all, but you gotta have a really good talent for it. And like, you know, some rap's good, most of it's just horrible. But it really does take a little bit more, like, it takes a song that you make, even if it's garbage, it has to have an oomph. Either it's catchy, or, actually, yeah, that's most of the time. That's what I'd say most rap is nowadays. It's just catchy. Sometimes I'll fucking say some of the fucking lyrics from one of these horrendous songs nowadays, and I'll be like, what's wrong with me? This song is horrible, but it's catchy. So, like, she's starting to rap, right? And then, like, so, like, people start recording her, and then at the end of her song, they all go, oh, whoa. And then you know what it turns out to be? It turns out to be a fucking dream. It was good. This is good. This is perfect. This was perfect. This is so good. Because it just turns out to be a stupid fucking dream. He's like, seriously? Like, if I was in that class, because like I said, I usually just go to sleep in math. I'd be like, niggas, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to fucking sleep. Jesus. Fuck. So, I mean, I hate the educational system. I really, really do hate school, and I'm not gonna go to college. I just gotta finish high school, that's it. And, like, get a good GPA or fuck it, whatever. After that, I'm done. But the thing is, I sort of just hate it whenever someone's in class, it's like, I ain't gonna do no work, but, hey dude, smoking weed's so cool, right? It's just, like, it fucking aggravates me. Like, dudes, just do it. Just do the work. Try your hardest. Even if you get, like, a C, like, come on, just try. That's all you gotta do, bro, just try. That's all you gotta do, bro. Like, I hate school as much as anyone else would. But, like, there ain't nothing keeping you back. There ain't nothing holding you back. If you have a bad day, just tell us. Okay? Maybe we'll be lenient on you. But there ain't no way that every day you have when there's a bad day, you just come up to school and be like, boo, 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 boo. Fucking yelling in teachers' faces, motherfucking throwing shit. Like school is, you know, I just, like, I hate the education system as much as anyone else. Because it ties into us getting jobs. And I'm like, that's not even fair, bro. Like, I have to do certain stupid school stuff in order to get a job. Like, what the fuck? But in the end, if I try my hardest, I'm at least going to be able to work at McDonald's. So, that's pretty good. But let's get back to the movie. So then, we go back to, you know, Gordon, you know, Joseph. And, you know, he's such a cool dude, and he's a cop and stuff. So, like, he comes to the crime scene, and he asks an old dude, he's like, hey, what the hell happened? The old dude's like, I don't know, bro. Like, it was like a ghost. I couldn't even fucking see him. It was too fast, bro. So then he asks the cops, what the hell's going on? You know? And, like, the freaking, the cops are like, there's a hostage and stuff. He's trying to rob the bank. And then he's like, why aren't, and then Joseph is like, why aren't we going in? And then they're like, cause, you know, the guys, the men in black, you know, the dudes in the suits, they're taking it over. And, you know, like, he tries to talk to the chief, I think, and, fuck, anyway. So he goes in there himself, and then he takes one of the pills, and then we realize Joseph's superpower. Well, not really yet. Like, he takes it, and you don't really see what happens. Just wait. So there's, like, a dude, you know, who has, like, the power of a chameleon. He keeps on camouflaging himself constantly. I don't even think that he can actually control it. He keeps on camouflaging and stuff. It's actually pretty funny. So, like, Joseph is chasing after Chameleon Boy, you know, and, once he gets shot, like, once Joseph, like, he tackles him, and, like, fucking Chameleon takes his gun and shoots him in the head, but I'm pretty sure that either he has thick skin, or his bones are, like, harder now. Either he has hard skin, or hardened bones. But it's definitely not super strength. Because, you know, after watching the movie for, like, the first time, you know, yeah, it's definitely not super strength. It's just, you know, I'm pretty sure that either, like, you know, his bones are more hard now, or his skin's harder now, who knows. Anyway, you know, like, he takes the dude down. But I guess that would be the other thing. So as soon as I saw Chameleon Boy, I was like, oh, okay, so I understand what these pills are like. They're taking animal shit and they're putting it into pills and then they're giving it to people. But the thing would be, what type of, but then my question is, like, what type of animal can make you be a fucking fire person, you know? Like, what type of animal can do that? Like what the fuck? But not only that, it's just like, even if it was an animal, I'm not, like, I like space stuff and black holes and dark energy, so I don't really know a lot about biology. But here's what I do know, you know, like genes and recessive, like, traits and stuff. Like, here's the thing. Like, if you took the traits from an animal and tried to put it into a human, it would probably just kill us anyway. It's like, we're not meant to have certain shit. We're meant to just be human. But, like, I heard that one day we might be able to, like, program traits into our children. But that's whenever we're, like, squishy, gooey, you know, sperm stuff. Not like a human, like a full body, fully grown dude. So whenever we're a fully grown dude, it probably takes a lot more effort. But in the end, the pill changes your entire DNA and shit. So I'm like, wouldn't your body be like, oh, well, I've been corrected, that's it. I am now fully aware that I have fire powers, and this fire won't affect me. I can ignite in flames, and I will not explode, and fire doesn't affect me anymore. Wouldn't that be how it would work? Wouldn't your body, like, adapt to this new change that it's just been forced to adapt to? Basically, like, the fucking pill is forcing you to have abilities from animals, right? So these animals were able to adapt to these abilities. Why wouldn't the human body be able to do that as well? There's, like, millions of things in your body that help you with so many things, like fucking, like digestion, fighting against viruses and shit. I'm pretty sure that your body would be able to handle having these traits forced onto you. So it doesn't make any sense for them to die. And I guess that would be the other thing throughout the entire movie. Like, you don't see Joseph have any ill side effects from using his powers. And I'm like, but I thought it was meant to kill you, sure. But, like, they said that, you know, sometimes you get superpowers and sometimes you're not. But, like, I'm like, this is a drug. Drugs are bad. Drugs kill you. So this actually doesn't make any sense. In fact, this entire, like the fucking glowing pills and shit don't even make any sense to me. Here is how they should have been structured. Here's how the pills should work. The pills work like this. They literally, like, change your entire DNA, and they don't put stupid fucking animal genes into it. They literally just scramble your DNA, but probably just keep your body form, and then allow you to have a new ability. They literally, like, force your body to have an ability. Not from a stupid animal. They just force you to have some weird shit. And the effect is always different. Maybe every pill is different. Or maybe it works differently on every single person, like their age, ethnicity, if they're sick, if they had enough sleep, if they ate, if they're hot, cold. It matters about that maybe, but basically it rewrites, like, it changes your entire physiology, your entire physical body, changing you, ripping you apart and putting you back together pretty much. So that's why you would die from those powers. But, like, my thing is, like, I'm pretty sure if everyone were to continue to use the pill, you know, even if, you know, it gave them super strength and they wouldn't have any ill side effects, I'm pretty sure that one day, yeah, they would just die, because the thing is, like, rewriting everything in you to change you and to make you superhuman. So that would kill you, no matter what superpower you had. That makes more sense than saying, oh, we just have animal genes, and for some reason, even though these genes are programmed into our DNA now, that would give us new abilities that we would adapt to. Nope, they kill us. Again, I'm no biologist, so I don't know a lot about it, but I'm pretty sure that even biologists would be like, you can't just put animal genes into a person and have them have superpowers and all that shit. I'm pretty sure. So in the end, I was like, this is bullshit. My idea makes more sense. It's a drug that rewrites everything in your body, makes it all different, and that's why you die most of the time whenever you use the drug. It doesn't matter what power you have, you are going to die if you continue to use the pill. I'm sorry that I went on a tangent like that, but this is why this fucking thing sucks. It's a good idea. Like, this was a good idea, but in the end, it was executed so fucking poorly. So, like, the only side effect that I see from, like, the fight, really, is, like, a popped blood vessel in his, like, left eye, and you know, Levitt's eye, you know, it's like, his left eye, you know, it's a popped blood vessel. Anywho, so like the chief asks him, did you take a pill? And Joseph, being the great super cop that he is, the honest super cop that he is, says, yeah, I totally did. And he's like, bro, give me a badge and your gun. He's like, dude, New Orleans needs our help. We need to be super cops. Like, that's basically what he said. He's like, you know, like, come on, dude. Like, New Orleans is being taken over by the suits and the super pills. Come on, man. Like, we need to work together and we need to stop this. So then his chief shows him a picture of fucking Jamie Foxx. And he's like, this is your get out of jail free card. Which to me, I was like, oh, obviously the chief is a bad guy, because, Jamie Foxx is obviously the main character, So, Jamie Foxx, being the badass that he is, he waits at, like, a diner, right? And, like, Robin, the girl from the beginning who can rap or whatever, comes into the diner, and she says Newt, like, she goes to the guy's bathroom. So, like, Jamie Foxx is like, oh, yeah, this is the chick. So then, like, he leaves, and, like, she tries to go to her motorcycle, and then, like, she knows the tires are broken, like, they're sliced open. I can't even believe that I just said the tires are broken. Like, I mean, like, tires can break, but, like, her tires were slashed right open. Anyway, fucking, he fucking kidnaps her. He fucking nabs her, sticks her in his goddamn trunk of his fucking truck, and drives off to, like, this fucking marooned area. And, like, he's like, okay, dude, so you gotta calm down, or I'm gonna fucking kill you, and then I'm gonna kill Irene, your mama. And then she's like, oh, okay. I'm sorry, I'm gonna calm down. Okay. Like, he keeps on asking her questions. He's like, who's Biggie? Who's Newt and shit? All that stuff. She keeps on denying it. He's like, dude, I know what you're lying. Stuff like that. He says, I'm gonna kill you, and I'm gonna kill your mother. Look me in your eye. Am I lying? And it was awesome. That entire scene was awesome. Because I was like, he ain't playing around. She ain't gonna become, like, his daughter or some shit. He ain't playing around. This is Jamie Foxx, bitch. He gonna fuck your shit up. And I was like, that's good. Even though he's still doing this entire movie just for his daughter, at least he's not gonna, be with another girl and bond with her and be like, you're my best friend. No, it's not gonna happen, even though that does happen. But that's later. But still, it was an awesome scene. It really was. So then there's a scene with Boss Lady and Drug Lord Dude. And, like, she's like, is she gonna do it? And he's like, of course she's gonna do it. And he talks to, like, this chick from South America. And he's like, you're gonna be the most powerful woman in the world. Such cliche bullshit. But again, to be honest, I got used to villains and the bosses that the heroes are gonna beat saying cliche shit most of the time. I mean, it doesn't make it good, but, it is expected. It totally is expected. So then there's also, like, Joseph gets, like, a text that says, HEXP, I think. Basically, she was trying to say help, and he's like, oh my god, no, she's in trouble. Well, like, he doesn't say that, but, his face is like that. So then, fucking, Jamie Foxx is like, hey, don't be texting other people trying to get me in trouble. Do what I told you. And then she calls someone, and she says, I was said to call this if, I needed help, I think that's what she said. And like I said, come to the Hong Kong grocery store or whatever, and tell the fucking clerk, alligator wine, it's a secret code, and come along. What I love is whenever, like, he's like, okay, so you're gonna, like, Jamie Foxx is like, you're gonna go in there, you're gonna tell him you came here alone, like, you're gonna tell him I left, like, I brought you here and then I left, and she's like, but I don't want to do that, I'm scared, I'm just a kid. And he's like, bitch, you out here selling drugs and shit, like,
You gave that up. You gave that up. Being a kid, you gave that up. I love that. I love that quote. Like, that is a really good quote. Like, all you dumb fucks out here doing the drugs and the shit, you're gonna be lying dead in the fucking street if you keep on doing that. Like, I'm serious though. Like, come on. Like, you doing this shit, you ain't no kid no more. You ain't no kid no more. Anyway. So, Robin walks into the grocery store and says alligator wine to one of the clerks. She's like, that's not a thing. That was actually funny. I thought she was going to be like, oh, follow me. But the clerk doesn't even know what's going on. She's like, dude, that's not a thing. She's like, then ask someone else. Anyway, she gets taken into, like, this other dude. And she completely rats out, Jamie Foxx. It's actually kind of funny, really. So, like, they have a shootout. Like, they try to take off in, like, a fucking truck. But, Jamie Foxx has got to stop him. It was, like, this really funny scene where, like, fucking, So, like, basically, there's, like, a fucking hole in the goddamn truck. So, like, Jamie Foxx says, oh, you all right, Robin? And Robin says, yeah. And, like, there's, like, this other dude who shoots. And, like, there's just moments of silence, obviously, because they're like, oh, my God. The viewer's gonna be like, did Jamie Foxx die? But, of course, Jamie Foxx didn't die. But, it actually would have been fucking hilarious. Because in real life, if you hesitate in a fucking gunfight to check on the stupid kid in the truck through the hole, and a guy comes up behind you and starts shooting at you, you're fucking dead. You're dead, man. You're dead. Anyway, fucking. So, like, Jamie Foxx is shot in the fucking shoulder. So then he goes inside the truck, and he hallucinates that Robin is Tracy, which was total cringe. I fucking hated it. Anyway, he, like, goes to another part of the truck that has, like, the mapping of all the places, and he's like, we're the guinea pigs. And that's, like, a cool way to think about it. Like, they're just trying to test out the pills on other people. That's why they're selling it to, fucking dumbasses who don't even think about risks and stuff like that. And he's like, it's too late. It's coming too late. Anyway, he's shot in the shoulders, like he basically thinks. And he wouldn't believe it. You know what? You wouldn't believe it. The dude who freaking Robin talked to, who started like all this freaking shooting stuff, freaking he is like Wolverine. Except whenever like he's chasing Robin throughout the grocery store, Jamie Foxx kills him for the last time. See, like, it turns out that there's always like a timer that like Joseph used and that this dude was using. It seems that like these pills only work for a certain amount of time, which makes sense, Drugs only make you high for a certain amount of time. So, it makes sense. Totally makes sense. And it was cool seeing this dude finally die. But then came the next part of the story that didn't make any sense. I really don't care what anyone says. This is just really fucking stupid. So then, Jamie Foxx, for some reason, asks Tracy for help. And I'm like, but what is Tracy gonna do? This is whenever the story devolves so horribly. Why is... Oh, shit, not Tracy, Robin. I'm sorry, I'm retarded. The point is, Robin isn't needed anymore. She did what she did. She was the fucking rat. She was the mind rat, like fucking Jamie Foxx said. He doesn't need her anymore. This is why the story fucking sucks so much. I wish that, like, he's limping home with the bullet fucking wound in his shoulder. You see people looking at him going like, what the fuck happened to that dude? He finally goes to his house, which is a generic house. Like, like the house out of Family Guy. It's just a generic house. He walks on and, and everything's dark, and he turns on the light. Actually, then he turns it back off. And then, no. Turns on the light, freaking walks throughout his house. He sees pictures of his family and all those moments. Then he collapses onto the couch. Then he remembers the good times. The good times whenever there wasn't anything wrong in the freaking New Orleans. And then he wakes up and he's like, fuck that shit. I'm gonna save New Orleans. And he fucking gets patched up by going to the fucking hospital or something else. Or he patches up himself. There. That would even be more badass. And just an FYI, this is a version of Jamie Foxx that doesn't have a stupid ass fucking girl. Who doesn't have a stupid daughter who got stolen. This is just a dude who's like, you know what? I grew up in this town. Everything used to be all fine until this motherfucking pill drug came in here. I mean, in this version, I would have to make it to where Jamie Foxx is a part of, an organization. Like in this version of the story, Jamie Foxx is part of an organization, and he has the big-titted secretary person who works at the computer, who's like the Mike person who tells him his objectives and shit. It's just that. But the point that I'm trying to get across here is that Jamie Foxx, in the context of the story, doesn't need Robin for anything. She patches him up in like a dog thing. Like, I'll get to that scene later. But like, when I'm trying to, like, I can't stress this enough. I mean, I bet that most people would agree that. Why does he need Robin's help? Robin can't do anything. She's just a fucking kid. That's all she is. She has no information. I mean, cause like the next scene, whenever they try to tell you why she's useful, I can't wait to get to that scene. Because that's just fucking baffling. But as of now, in the context of the story, you the viewer are like, what's so special about her? She has no powers. She's a kid who sucks at fucking drug dealing. She's fucking horrible. I mean, like, it just doesn't make any sense. Jamie Foxx wouldn't need her help. No. He doesn't need her help. And let's just get into the next scene. So Joseph tries to go over to, like, Robin's house to check up on him, you know. And then he sees, the black van. He's like, oh no, it's the bad guys. It's the bad guys. And they are the bad guys. And they're interrogating Robin's mommy. And they're freaking about to, probably, like, freaking kill her. So then, Joseph, freaking resourceful motherfucker, he goes in there and tries to act like, the dad. Like, yeah, like the dad of the freaking house. And they're all asking questions like, I thought that you lived here, and stuff like that. And they're like, but there was only these two in the residence, and stuff like that. And like, the greatest part of the movie happens, where, like, he's like, Joseph is like, is it so hard to believe that a white guy could be with a beautiful black woman? You gonna say that on camera? And they get out the camera. They get out and record them saying that they didn't have warrant and stuff like that. So, like, very good. So Joseph tells his mom what's going on. He takes the phone with tapes it onto the van for, like, a tracker, I guess. He's really smart. Freaking love Joseph. And then the next scene comes up. So, like, Jamie Foxx and Robin, like, after he's done being patched up, he asks her, what's your power? And she's like, I never took any. And he's like, and he's like, well, why didn't you take any? And she's like, because people OD and then they die. And then he's like, well, if people be dying, why you be doing it? Why aren't you going to school? And he's like, wait, I can't go to school. I need to get money now. My freaking mommy has diabetes. It's so cliche, but whatever. He's like, go to the army then. And she's like, what? I mean, I was like, what? Oh my god. Shit. But anyway, he says that, she's like, doesn't it hurt? Doesn't it, don't you feel bad whenever you kill people, basically? And he's like, yeah, but I knew that was my skill set. And the freaking system worked me, man. He said, you're a black girl, black woman. The system is meant to swallow you whole, because, this is political, meta stuff right now. Totally meta, Just totally. I totally needed to hear this in my superhero movie. Totally. Can I show you guys something?